All right, let's bring in our guest for this evening into the show. Viren, Rasquinha, former India hockey captain, joining us from Mumbai, and 1998 Asian Games gold medalist Ashish Ballal joining us live from Bengaluru. Gentlemen, thanks so much for joining us. Good to have you both here on NDTV. Viren, first up, a lot of people are saying that it's only thanks to a draw that India have made the final of this particular edition of the Champions Trophy. But you would have to say the team overall has played some really good hockey, and you would say that they are deserving finalists?
Oh, absolutely. It can't be based on one match that you get into the finals of a Champions Trophy. This is a round-robin tournament. The team has played 5 matches to get to the final, and points over 5 matches are counted. So only the very cynical will say that it was due to a draw last night, and we don't have to go too much in the negatives. It's a historic day for Indian hockey, first time ever in the Champions Trophy final. The boys have played consistently well throughout this week, and they really deserve the place in the final.
Well, I think Viren has summed up this entire situation really well when he says that it's a historic day for Indian hockey, first time ever that they're playing the Champions Trophy final, remember. Ashish, to you now. Now, a number of key senior players are missing from this particular team that India has fielded. There's no, of course, regular captain Sardar Singh. We don't have our ace drag flicker and Rupinder Pal Singh. There's also the key defender, Birendra Lakra, who's missing. Despite all of that, India has managed to reach the final. That in itself, you would say, is a big achievement.
Huge credit to the coach and the team. I think they showed real character. There's a vast improvement if you see in the last 12 months, how they've improved, and they've gelled as a team, and a lot has to go with the youngsters who have joined the team now. Surendra was outstanding in the defense. We didn't miss Rupinder that much with the kind of performance the youngsters put in. Pradeep Moore was outstanding also. I think the whole credit on how Sreejesh has carried the team along also plays a huge part in this reaching the final.
Right, let me take that same thing across to Viren now. Viren, overall, not just in this particular tournament that India is playing, but overall since Oltmans took over as the coach, would you say that the defensive structure of the team has started to look stronger?
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. I'm not surprised at all that the Indian team has been playing so well over the past 12 months. Oltmans is possibly one of the top hockey brains in the world. He's one of the most experienced coaches in world hockey. He's won the Olympic gold medal with the Dutch. He's won the World Cup gold medal with the Dutch. I remember when I was playing for India, Oltmans was the coach of the Pakistan team, and the Pakistan team was really playing world-class hockey at that stage. And I have the greatest respect for Oltmans. He's done wonders for the team in the last 1 year. He knows all the boys inside out. I think if you see the work ethic of the team, the way even the forwards are re-tackling, falling back and helping the defense, the overall defensive structure, the camaraderie in the team, these are all very, very good signs. And there's no doubt that Australia will be the firm favourites for the final today. India does not have a good record against the Aussies. India tends to struggle against the sheer speed and physicality of the Australian game. But just the way they have consistently played well throughout the week, that itself is a very good sign for the Indian team and for Indian hockey.
Right. In fact, I was reading somewhere that this is possibly the fittest Indian hockey team ever, the current lot of players, of course. Ashish, of course, this is going to be the last tournament that India plays before the Rio Olympics. In that context, how important is this performance? Of course, India now assured of at least a silver medal.
Absolutely. I think it's very important that the team does well in this tournament. Reaching the final itself is a historic moment for everybody. Everybody sees that they can achieve and stay in the top level. And playing the final of a Champions Trophy is outstanding, because the confidence level of all the boys will be really sky high. They know that hard work that they put on in the practice has paid off. And it's only a few days left now. You say a month left for the Olympics, and they know what drawbacks they have committed, some silly mistakes. They'll go back and work on that and take positives from this tournament and brush up the negatives.
Right, Viren, we've of course talked about a number of positives that this particular Indian hockey team is exhibiting currently. What about the negatives? What is the biggest area of concern that you would say, that you would put your finger on? Would it be perhaps that old habit of leaking late goals?
You know, Akash, not the best day to be talking about the negatives. But yes, we always need to keep improving, and yes, the old habit of conceding goals in the dying minutes of the match, that is definitely a concern. And for me, penalty corners at both ends of the pitch are conversion as well as a defense of short corners. I think for me, those are big areas of concern. And if we are able to improve on these aspects, I think we can do really well at the Olympics. We need to take it one step at a time, keep improving. It's superb to see the team working as a team, fighting for each other, believing in themselves, and it's really been a great performance so far.
Right, that brings me to the million-dollar question really, that every hockey fan is asking at this time. It's actually a two-part question. I'll ask both you gentlemen the same question. First up, can India beat Australia tonight? And secondly, is there any chance of India winning an Olympic medal this time around? Viren, if I could start with you.
You always like to put me on the spot.
Yes.
I'm glad.
You know,
I'm going to ask
as I
Ashish
said
the same
earlier
thing.
on the show, Australia are the firm favourites. Australia are the firm favourites. In the last 5 Champions Trophy matches, India has not beat them. India hasn't beaten them in a tournament format over quite a few years now. They've only beaten them in test matches.
Yep.
And the last time India beat Australia at the Champions Trophy was in 2002 at the Cologne Champions Trophy. I was lucky enough to play that match. It's been a long time, so they're due for a win, but I don't think it's going to be coming tonight. Australia look a little bit far too strong for India at the moment. As far as an Olympic medal is concerned, I think we should first, again, take it one step at a time, aim for the quarterfinals first. And from there, it's a knockout phase. This is the first time that quarterfinals are there at the Olympics, so it's very good for India. Reach the quarters, and then anything can happen in a one-off knockout format.
All right, great. Ashish, same 2 questions for you. Can they beat Australia and can they win an Olympic medal?
A final is a final, but I think Australia is a much superior team. They have everything going for themselves. Their scoring has been fantastic. They've converted half chances. Their defense has been really strong. They've been tidy, and they look a much better team on this tournament. And if really India has got a chance, they should play like how they played in the 4th quarter when they played them last time. And anything can happen. If they hold them for 30 minutes, I think they will be in the match. And as far as the Olympics is concerned, it's going to be tough. I agree totally with Viren that if we get a top 6 finish, it will be incredible, and it will be fantastic for Indian hockey.